Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today I feel like Batchat. Okay? Today I feel like Batchat. I really want to play with this vehicle. Hear me out, fellas. Yesterday we had a tank request stream and whatnot, and one gentleman requested Batchat to play with, and it happened to be that we crafted one of the better games which I had with this tank in years. Overall, where the score goes, where the positional play goes, and I feel like I want to share that with you. First two games are going to be live games played freshly, no one knows how the things are going to look like and how the things will happen. And the third battle is going to be the highlight from the stream with the Twitch chat in the background, so you will see how people are reacting into the game and what a bloody game we had. Batchat is my baby to a certain extent, okay? I loved this tank for many years, and I still do, you know. I cannot say that this vehicle is unplayable pile of garbage and it's the worst tank in the world of tanks. No, it's just a bit outdated to say that the least, and, you know, Wargaming could refresh this tank. As an example, giving extra ammunition, making gun handling a bit better and whatnot, and just overall making tank tiny touch more comfortable, right? And the Batchat probably would go back on the map once again. But for now, this is what we have and not much what we can change about this. I think the worst part of the Batchat, where the Batchat goes, at least for very good players or very experienced players, is the amount of the ammunition. I really dislike Wargaming limiting tanks by the amount of the ammunition. I mean, sure, you cannot have 700 ammo, that is okay, but to have 20 on the Manticore or 30 on the Batchat, I mean, come on. This is not the right way to balance the game, at least in my humble opinion. All in all, 390 alpha damage, 5 in the magazine, 259mm of penetration, very fast shell velocity with the standard ammunition, and if you are willing to shoot a gold or if you need some extra penetration, you can always do that. You can always do that, fellas, as well. You would have the 330mm of penetration, and that is pretty nice if you would ask me. And that is pretty nice. Okay, let's try to punish every and each mother trucker who is making a mistake. This is what I'm looking for, and this is what I would love to do. I mean, what a hard angle to penetrate, to be fair with you. Wait a second, let me figure out, can I do something here? Almost. Good. As you can see, I am not looking into this super heavy tank, and there is a reason why am I not trying to mess the super heavy tank up. And the main reason for that is because the angle can be quite complicated, right? It's not so simple to penetrate Panzer with a Batchat sniping from the distance just because how inaccurate gun is. But we made it work. We have our first clip, 1,500 damage. Mwah! We are enjoying ourselves and we are having a great time. Uy. Yeah, mistakes were made from the enemy side. Definitely. Mistakes were made. Meanwhile, I have an idea. And I think my idea is going to pay off. I really want to go for this Panzer, okay? This is what I want to do. I am making pressure like this. And now we are going to have a blast. Listen, in this kind of situation, he cannot do absolutely anything. He just simply needs to take one for the team and to say, yep, okay, fair enough. You got me, my man. You made a decision to make a hardcore pressure, and congratulations. This is what Batchat is good for, you know? Whenever you can get into the close range, whenever you can flank some kind of super heavy or whatnot, and after that you are just pushing in front, clipping someone out, waiting for 30 seconds, clipping someone out again. You get the point what I'm saying, right? Batchat is still extremely good at this stuff. It truly is. And I enjoy playing with this vehicle quite a bit. Although it's far away from being ideal, it was out of the map for a very long time, and I truly think the Batchat is still out of the map for obvious reasons. Okay, what we need to figure out what we can do here, right? That's what we need to do. So I am thinking, there is almighty Jack Pizda sitting here looking directly at us, which I'm not too excited about. And I would say I'm a bit paranoid about that as well. We have a light tank sitting in the open field, which I really appreciate and I really like. Very nice. Our goal is straightforward, fellas. All we are doing, we are punishing enemies for their mistakes. Nice. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm telling you, this tank can work and this tank can be real nice and real good. Do I recommend to get Batchat nowadays? No, fellas, absolutely not. It's not as nice as it once used to be, and it's just not the best vehicle in the game. But for me, you know, it is fun tank to play once in a while and to make it work. And I hope, fellas, you are going to enjoy this, especially speaking about the old school players, right? And skill, why would you say old school players? The thing is, I think this tank is in the heart, more in the heart for old school players than players, let's say, who started playing a year ago or 2 years ago or maybe even 3 years ago, you know? At least this is how I look into the things, and this is how I look into this. Okay. We still need to figure out how we can get some more use here. We need to figure out how we can get some more use. I want to get one more clip for sure. But you know what? Even though we have plenty of the forces here, we have a bit different issue and a bit different problem. If you would pay attention what is happening here, you would notice there is projectors. And those projectors, they can start flanking us like this. And if it will happen, it is going to be a humongous problem for our team. It truly will be, fellas. So what I am thinking maybe I could secure the forest, you know? Maybe that's what I could protect. And if we are going to do the things properly, everything should be alright. Okay. Also, back in the day, fellas, just to highlight one thing. Back in the day, Batchat used to be the best light tank in the game, you know? Pre-CVS meta and whatnot. Before light tanks before light tanks made up to the tier 10 as well, and even after light tanks made into the tier 10, they were not as great as they are now, you know? Nowadays, light tanks are just super duper hyper turbo powerful. And in the same time, obviously, you could say you can use the CVS on the Batchat yourself, sure. You can. But then your gun is going to be pretty much unplayable. At least this is how I look into all of this. I think gun handling of the Batchat is going to be awful. And this is going to be the biggest problem of all of this. Okay, hear me out, fellas. I think we can make pressure like this at the moment. I want to get one more clip, and unfortunately we do not really have that many HP left in the game. Yeah, I think I overslept a bit here. That's okay. I cannot complain about this, I cannot cry about this. Very, very well deserved, and, you know, I just simply slept a bit too long. What I needed to do, I needed to commit. I needed to find balls and to make pressure towards this gentleman sitting here. You know, that's what I needed to do. And then the situation would have been a bit different, but once again it happens, not much what we can change about this, accept it, and let's have a great time. Okay, beautiful. It is not a bad game, fellas. It is not a bad game. I am feeling really, really good with this. Let's see the score. Okay, fellas, so we are back. I am fine with this performance, and I am fine with what I have done with this tank. 4.1 thousand damage, 1.9 thousand assisting damage, a solid first class, sniper schnitzel, but I can promise you that this game is nothing what I am about to show you in the third game. Just saying, fellas, just saying. We finished second by experience, second by the damage, and we got ourselves quite a bit of the credits as well, but because we completed the mission and because of the credit boosters, you know. If not this, we would not make so many credits, I can promise you that. Anyways, let's go for one more for a good measure, shall we? Okay, round number 2, Fisherman's Bay standard battle. By the way, fellas, nowadays games are rough. I am having quite a bit of the struggle to play the game, and I'm not alone, you know. I am paying attention what other content creators are having and what they are doing, and oh boys, looks like World of Tanks nowadays is a rough place to be, to say that the least. Right? And it's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people came back into the game, so there is a lot of inexperienced players, and that's fine, you know. And if it happened to be that you have a majority of inexperienced players in your game, or I suppose to say in your team, oh boys, you are going to end up by taking one for the team quite often. And that's why the games are so unequal, and that is alright. It is not a bad thing, fellas. I believe a couple of months will look like this. It is December and it is January, and after that we are slowly but surely going to go back to the normal. And if you want to come back into World of Tanks, right, and to meet other tourists like yourself, come on, let's not pretend. You might have 20, 30, 40,000 battles, but if you haven't played the game for a very, very long time, you know, you can join the tourist forces. That is 100% the case, fellas. And once again, it is not a bad thing. Okay, what we are doing here, we are just trying to punish every and each mother trucker who is trying to get involved in this way. That's what we are doing. I think this guy is disconnected. He is not disconnected. He's stopping in the middle of the field to shoot. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, oh, poor Manticore making a hardcore pressure through the middle, but no, that was a strategy. That's what I am talking about, fellas. This is what is happening in the World of Tanks nowadays. And once again, it is all right, fellas. And that's why we are having some successful games whenever playoffs are just works fine, and whenever we are finishing very, 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 very high, and we have a very great score as well, right? I noticed quite a bit of the negativity, you know, people going ham on other not so experienced players lately, and I really want to highlight one more thing, fellas. Without our lovely tourists, we would not have the score like 10,000 damage or something, you know. Those tourists, they have a point, and they have a place as well, and it is definitely not a bad thing. Yes, it can be frustrating, but in the same time, it is not a bad thing. Trust me on this one. Okay. Skill, are you making pressure here? Yes, I am, and I'm feeling pretty happy about this. The main reason why am I getting involved, because I want to clear the middle. And whenever middle will be clear, we can actually make significantly, we can get significantly more use, we can farm the enemy significantly easier. And even though we sacrificed a bit of the hit points, I think in the long term it is going to be definitely worth it. Now, where is this Mr. Standard B sitting at? This is the question. How about Mr. Object? How to do this in the smart way? By the way, our heavy tanks are making a hardcore pressure here. That being said, I think it is a smart idea for us to get involved. Skill how to get involved, like to go and involve brrr, you know? Saying hello for Mr. Standard B and just maybe getting a clip into the heavy tanks. It would be pretty awesome, and it would be very much appreciated as well. Standard B drowned. Standard B said, I cannot do this anymore. How many times do I need to tell my team not to go into the city? Yop tararai. I mean, it's unplayable. And once again, you know, I understand the frustration which this gentleman is having, and I know that, you know, Some people can go through this quite easily, and some people will get frustrated to the maximum that they will think about slapping the keyboard. And once again, that's a part of the game. My attitude is a bit different, you know. I am looking into all of this as a challenge, okay? Let's say like that. Okay, what is the goal? Goal is to get one more clip, maybe even two more clips, depending on the situation, and depending how many hit points enemies has in the back, right? That's what we want to do. If the things will go well, we should be able to get probably a couple of clips without bigger problems whatsoever. This is how am I looking into all of this. Okay, I'm stopping here for a moment, and now we are booming. Good. 4 in the magazine left. And as you can see, Batchat definitely can work. It's not like it's a bad tank. It is not a bad tank, fellas. Enemies are screaming, enemies are running. Enemies are trying to survive. Enemies are taking one for the team. Beautiful. Beautiful. Meanwhile, Panzer is saying hello, YouTube. My man. My man. My man indeed. How are you doing, mate? I mean, he read me what I am doing here. This is only S. Okay. Run, 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 run. Okay, excellent. I mean, look at this beauty. That is very nice. Fellas, I'm feeling super happy about this score and about this result. I think I made the Batchat work to perfection, honestly. I am feeling good about this, you know. I am feeling good how my brain works. I'm feeling good what kind of decisions I am making in the game, and the score is showing the same thing. Obviously, it happens when the things are going south, and whenever I'm finishing the game somewhere in the bottom, it happens for all of us. But at the moment, I am very, very satisfied with this. By the way, if you think this is better than I had yesterday, it's not true. The third game is going to be way better than this, fellas. I can promise you that. Let's see our performance. We finished everything with a beautiful ace, with a high caliber. We are top by experience. We are top by the damage. And in the same time, we got a bit of the profits as well. Quite a bit of the profits, if you would ask me. And our performance at the moment is 5.4 thousand damage and 1.3 thousand assisting damage. This is for all Batchat lovers out there. I see you, fellas. And I know you have a lot of space in your heart, especially for a Batchat, right? And now, fellas, this is where the live games are going to end. You will see true emotions, you will see absolutely glorious game with the Batchat, and hopefully you are going to enjoy it. Without further ado, let's teleport there instantly. Today, enemy light tank did break dance, so he flipped and dodged my bullet. Good. That is impressive. That is impressive, my man. The most important thing I learned from Skill was the correct attitude to the game. Thanks, Skill. It's my pleasure and my honor, my man. It is my pleasure and my honor. Skill, I love your videos on the YouTube. Thanks, mate. No problem, my man. It's my pleasure and my honor. It's my pleasure and my honor, mate. Oi, Dios míos. Thank you very much for everything. Good night. Sleep well, you sexy, magnificent mother trucker. Thank you. That's the first clip. Perfect clip. It doesn't look like Batchat, does it? It doesn't look like a Batchat, fellas. Seeing you play Batchat reminds me of good old skill in the basement I used to watch. My man. I mean, we are missing boosts. We are missing a bit of the different pronunciation of the words. And we are missing cigarette in the mouth. I mean, we can repeat the cigarette, fellas, right? I think we can repeat the cigarette. Yeah, by the way, what we need to do, we need to go to the store 3 in the morning. Or a gas station, sorry. To buy some cigarettes. You were smoking cigarettes? Yes, I did. And plenty of it. I used to have cigarette in my mouth while playing. And I used to wear the wife beater t-shirt. This is the name of the t-shirt, okay? Like old navy t-shirt. Do you remember that, fellas? Do you remember that? Ugh, beautiful. Beautiful. What year? Oh, long time ago.
Je les tire. Ils sont touchés. Il est foutu. Passez au suivant.
Okay. Patience. Have all time. Flash, watch out with this name. Watch out with this name. I'm chilling for now. I am considering how I can do this. And I do not want to get spotted yet, okay? I'm sitting very, very well here. In Finnish military, we had this under t-shirt. It was made of holes. We called it the web shirt. It looked fabulous. I have no doubts whatsoever it did. I have no doubts whatsoever it did, my man. No, mouse. You should not spot me. And now we are slapping them in the buttholes. Now this is going to be the most enjoyable experience of this game. Leave the mouse alive and slap everyone else. That's one. That's two. That's 3.
On l'a eu.
That's 4.
Ils sont seulement touchés.
Load the gold. Let's go for meat. Your first YouTube video named Renovations Are Done. There is plenty of the YouTube videos which got deleted. Hundreds of them. Or they made private because of the potential problems with the music. Can't remember what was the first video.
Je les tire. Ils sont seulement touchés. Je les tire. Il est cuit. Passez au suivant. On les tient, les gars.
Batchat is behaving very well. Batchat is behaving extremely well. It is not often that Batchat works this well.
Ils sont touchés. Il est cuit. Passez au suivant.
3 and 3. Batchat Kokot. I think he called me a BBs. BBs it is, fellas. BBs it is. Kokot. I prefer Kokot. I prefer Kokos. You're right, I know. I know, my man. You have no clue how I've been called on the stream, okay?
Prêt à faire feu. On a perdu la cible. Je les tire. Cible détruite. Ils sont touchés.
Beautiful Batchat game. Beautiful.
Je les tire. Cible détruite.
Kokot Kere, fellas. Kokot Kere. Soliday Swanker. Soliday Swanker. Radley Walters. Fadens. Top Gun. Tank Sniper Schnitzel. High caliber. 9 kills. 8.5 thousand damage. 107,000 profits. Beautiful game. And fellas, that was the third battle. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And as you could see from the people reaction in the chat, I mean, the gun worked ideally. The decisions were top notch. Sneaky mother trucker. I mean, we made it work. I hope you had a great time. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a big wet kiss for me while leaving the thumbs up. And thank you very much for watching. See you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.